Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Better buckle your seatbelt because we got a good one today with our chamber check-in. We have CEO of IndieDwell, Christina Ortiz. Hi, Christina.
Hi, Paul. Happy Friday.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for Friday this week.
It's been a big week. You can feel the seasons changing and there's a lot happening in the air.
Oh my gosh. Well, today is a great day to get to introduce the audience who doesn't know a little bit about IndieDwell. But first, I wanted to congratulate you on your new appointment as CEO of a great organization. So congratulations, Christina.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I was promoted to CEO in February, early March, just before COVID hit. So it's been a big year to become the CEO, but I'm so proud and honored to be the CEO of this organization. It lives in my body, and I couldn't be more proud. So thank you for that.
Awesome. Hey, so let's kind of start out. We could talk forever about your company and its impacts on the communities that it's in, but we have a short amount of time. So why don't you retell the history of how IndieDwell was founded and a little bit about how you guys got your start?
Yeah, sure. So IndieDwell was started by Pete Gomber and Scott Flynn. And Scott Flynn is a building scientist and a chemical engineer by training. And so he ran Flitter Homes, which is well known in Idaho, and really bringing high quality, energy efficient homes to the top 10% of the income ladder. And did that for 20 or so years and really wanted to think about how to bring that same type of home that's healthy and has the same quality to people on the income ladder from, all across the income ladder. And so he was working really closely with Pete Gomber, who is the other co-founder. And Pete's a three-time entrepreneur. He most recently founded another public benefit corporation that's focused on fair, equitable, and humane workforces. And so they got together and said, how can we bring an affordable housing product to the market that is really thinking about the occupant's health and create a workforce and a culture that is inclusive and diverse and fair and really cares about its people. And so that is really how IndieDwell was born. And today, we started operations in 2018, and today we have 2 factories, and there's 125 people that are in lockstep with Pete and Scott on this mission. So it's really wonderful.
Wow. Every time. So when I first was introduced to IndieDwell, I'm like, they're making what out of these storage facilities, these shipping containers? I'm like, how are they even doing that? And it took a little while for me to understand. But I was looking at your website today, and I see the different housing solutions that you have. You can do so I want you to talk a little bit about some of the projects that you guys supply these housing solutions to.
Yeah, so, we really can do everything from just a single family resident to commercial multifamily. We just recently completed a multifamily project, which was dormitories for the College of Idaho. And it's the first time that college dormitories have been built out of shipping containers in the country. So this is really exciting. It was very hard, but the final product is beautiful. We are nearly complete with a rapid housing project for the city of San Jose, which is a new project for us. So we're really able to take our product and customize it for a variety of needs and floor plans. And so, one shipping container can be conformed into, anything a customer can dream of, really. But it's all around maintaining those values. We want a home that is healthy, and we want that still eco-skeleton for the structure to be durable. And, we want the product to be energy efficient. And so we never, regardless of what we're building, the values of the home never change.
Okay. One of the other really cool things that sets you guys apart from other modular companies is your socioeconomic impact. that you guys have on the communities that you operate in. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, this is at the really the core and the DNA of IndieDwell. I mean, so one of the things that we say is you can't build yourself out of an affordable housing crisis. So we take the approach of saying our way of going after that is making sure that we're paying livable wages and really investing in our people. So today, every one of our employees is an owner. So let's say a plumber starting on our production line who has no experience. From day one, they have options in our business and they are an owner and get to grow with us. All of our employees, will get profit distributions. We pay 100% of medical, dental, vision, hearing, for the employee portion. We offer year-round work, pay 20 days off paid a year. We just really think about all the ways that we can take care of our people. And, that's something that we think about in terms of supporting our employees today and thinking about them down the road. We really pride ourselves on both investing in the employees. We're, I don't know if everybody knows this, so just to mention it, we are a public benefit corporation. And for those who don't know, that just means that we still exist to earn a profit, but we also want to be a force for good. So as a business, we're committed to making a difference. Outside of that legal structure, we're also a certified B Corporation. And that means that we are taking all of our stakeholders into consideration in addition to our shareholders. So that means when we're making a decision, we're thinking about our employees, we're thinking about our suppliers, we're thinking about the communities we serve in, we're really thinking about everybody that touches the product. And then of course our customers and making sure that they're happy. So that's a bit different. And then we are Goodwill certified, which is another independent certification, which is around fair, equitable, and humane workforce. So we really, we believe deeply in the people side of it. Most of our competitors are really technology focused. They're really looking for how do we bring technology in to be the most efficient. And we do leverage technology in our building process, but 90% of our production is human powered. So we are intentionally focused on creating jobs and really honoring that, not looking for ways to reduce that.
That's great. And I'm thinking about, while you're talking about all this B Corp and this Goodwill, I wanted to ask you a question.
Sure.
Many storage containers are there available? I mean, what's the sustainability of this?
Well, I should know that number off the top of my head, and I don't. But there are a lot of shipping containers that are out there for us to upcycle that are on the shores. And, it's a part of our core values to make sure that we're being part of, building and being responsible to the environment and using building materials that uphold our values.
I like that. You're upcycling. That's a great term. I love it. I'm going to use that. Hey, also this morning I saw a post, and I don't know if it was from you or maybe just IndieDwell on your LinkedIn page. It talked about how you and a group of other CEOs in Colorado are combining your efforts to increase the or elevate the diversity, equity, inclusion conversations on a corporate level.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I'd love to. So that's the Colorado Inclusive Economy. And quickly, Paul, I've lost you on my screen, but I can still hear you. So I'm assuming you can still see me okay?
Yeah, I got you. We're all good.
I can't see you anymore, but that's okay. So the Colorado Inclusive Economy is a group of CEOs and business leaders in the state of Colorado that have really come together and said, we are making a commitment to be part of the solution to, create fair opportunities for people of color and making sure that we're being thoughtful about hiring in terms of gender, and really just looking across the platforms to say, hey, we want to make sure that we're creating an opportunity for everybody in our economies to prosper. And so, that's really asking hard questions and trying to dig in to what that means and changing things at the root. So thinking about how we hire, thinking about how we are intentionally creating processes for people to, have women and people of color in positions of leadership. So we're really pleased. And actually, Scott Flynn, who is one of the co-founders and chief impact officer, he's really doing this work alongside me. And our entire leadership team is committed to this work, which I'm really proud of.
That is phenomenal, and I'm glad you're helping lead the charge on that. It couldn't be better timing, as it should be all the time, a thought in our discussions of how we hire and who we hire. And so kudos to you and that group. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
one thing that, IndieDwell, that's really important to us and part of our business model is really, being part of the community. And so, we are part of IndieDwell, but we're part of the community. And so when we think about where we're going to put a factory, we're really thinking about what is a low income or community in need where we can go and not only bring affordable housing, but bring those jobs. And so and in addition to that, it's how do we support those communities? So how do we use the local suppliers, use the local banking relationships, be part of the local community. So, for example, we really value being part of and a member of the Boise Chamber. And, that type of membership and constant engagement with the community in all ways is in our fabric.
I'm so glad that you brought that up, because we appreciate our members who invest in their community through a chamber membership. And then again, what you're talking about, hiring local vendors, is so important right now more than ever. So thank you again for making that a point as well.
Yeah, we were really excited. We were recently a finalist in one of your best places to work for millennials, or I can't remember exactly what the award was, but the acknowledgement was wonderful. And we've actually hired people from the Young Professionals Network, and she's a superstar. So we are just really thrilled to be part of the chamber and involved.
Awesome. Well, Christina, I want to make sure that I value your time today. So thanks again for taking a little time to reintroduce IndieDwell to folks that may not know about you guys already. You have a manufacturing facility in Caldwell, and you just recently opened a manufacturing facility in Pueblo, Colorado.
Yep.
What's on the horizon?
Yeah. Well, we are, growing like crazy, and that's wonderful and hard. We are hoping to bring 1 to 2 factories to the market over the next 5 years. So we have aggressive growth plans, but we have advanced conversations in these potential markets with really wonderful partners. So anytime we go into a new market, we look for mission-aligned partners, and that really makes a difference from us in terms of a business model that is both sustainable and can scale quickly. So hopefully we can have this conversation in 5 years and we will have 10 factories instead of just 2.
That's awesome. Chris Blanchard is a friend of ours here at the Chamber, and he's a raving fan of the Chamber and the Young Professionals, and we're a raving fan of him and everything he's been involved with. So I appreciate that deep connection there with some of your team. And I look forward to meeting some more of your team here over the next few years.
Yeah, I'd love to facilitate that.
Yeah, Christina, again, thank you so much for your membership with us. Thank you so much for your investment in the communities you serve. I know it's probably an easy sell when you go into a mayor's office of a town and say, hey, we want to bring, 40 jobs to you, high paying jobs,
Yeah, I mean, affordable housing is on every agenda across every state, and that's at state, local, county. This is a high priority. I mean, homelessness in Colorado has increased by 30% since COVID-19 hit, and just across the country, we're seeing more and more people who are being burdened by the cost of housing, and they're being forced to choose between paying their rent or their mortgage, and food and medication, and these other necessities that they have to forego. And we want to be a part of a solution that reduces that burden and gets people into really beautiful quality homes that are naturally affordable.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Christina, if you guys are hiring, remember the chamber has a job board that you can post some of those openings. We'd be happy to facilitate some connections there. And I look forward to our next conversation, Christina. Have a great weekend and happy Friday.
Thanks. You too.